dancers, welcome back. Today we'll be working on two things. We'll be warming up first with some releves, and then we'll be moving on to small jumps. The purpose of working on the releves is to build endurance and strength in our calf muscles. That's down here. That's very important for jumps and very important for people who eventually want to move on to point work. So I'm going to talk a little bit about releve and also some of the turns we'll be using in this combination. So releve or eleve is when you're up on the balls of your feet. You want to be up as high as you can, and you want to still feel your weight on all 10 toes. So you don't want to be rolling back towards your pinky toes, and you don't want to be rolling forwards with your ankles in towards your big toes. You want to be nice and lifted through the front of the leg, using your core engaged to pull all the way up and to be on as high a demi-point as you can be. And that's our releve. Now some releves, they might spring up, or some releves might rise and lower slowly. Releves can also be done in lots of different positions. That was first position. This is second position. We can do them in fourth position. And a little word about doing them in fifth position. I'm going to show fifth position, left foot front. When I rise up into releve, there's a little bit of space between my feet, especially if I turn to the side. You can see there's a little bit of space between my feet. And the reason is when I do that rise and then I slowly press down, then I'm able to press down into my natural position without stepping on my own foot. Now, a lot of you who have had class with me, when I tell you susu, I tell you feet tight. So if I was in fifth position and I was springing up into a susu, then my feet would be tight. So here, I'll show that from the side. Plie, I'm going to spring up into a susu. My feet are tight. There's no space between my feet. And if you look in the front, you can see my front toe and ankle, and you should just be able to see my back toe and ankle from my turnout. And then if I was to come back down into fifth position, I would have to cheat my feet a little bit apart so I didn't step onto them. But usually when you're up in a fifth position susu, you're probably going to take a step somewhere else. So those are our releves. In these two combinations, we will also be using some turns. The first of the turns we'll be doing is called a détourné. Now a détourné, you rise up, susu, into fifth position, and whichever leg is back, my left leg is back, that's the leg that I'm going to turn towards. And then when I can't turn anymore, I'm going to swivel on the right leg. And then when I'm back around in the front, my feet have changed places. Now my left leg is in front, now my back leg, now my right leg is in the back. So now I'm going to show that in the other direction. I'm going to rise up susu. I want a détourné towards my right leg, so it's towards my back leg. When my feet can't unwind anymore, I'm going to swivel and come around, and now my feet have changed again. My right leg is in the front, my left leg is in the back. And that's actually an example of another turn, en dehors. We've been talking about en dehors and how en dehors rhymes with open the door. So it's détourné, détourné. All right, so now let's go to our combination. For this combination, we're going to start with our feet in first position, and this is how it's going to go. It's going to be plie, releve, plie, releve. Then 3 quick presses. Tendu second. Plie, releve, plie, releve. Then 3 quick presses. And then tendu right foot front fifth. Plie, releve, plie, releve. Then press, 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 plie, susu, détourné. So we're on the other side. We can tendu to first. I'm going to move out in cat food. Then the whole thing reverses. We have plie, releve, plie, releve, and rise. and rise, and tendu, left foot front, fifth position. Plie, releve, plie, releve, and press, and press, and press, plie, rise up, susu, détourne, plie, tendu back to first. For this combination, if you find that you're really struggling to get your balance, you can lightly hold on to something. It's better that you have a strong releve and rise up than trying to be like all over the place and wiggly. So if you need to hold on to a bar so that you're a little more steady in your releves, that's okay too. Here we go. We're going to try with music. Here we go. Plie, rise, plie, rise, press, 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 tendu, plie, rise, plie, rise, press, 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 tendu, fifth, plie, rise, plie, rise, press, 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 plie, susu, détourne, other side, tendu, back to first. I think I had the cat food again. Plie, rise, plie, rise, up, 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 tendu, second, plie, rise, plie, rise, up, 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 tendu, fifth, plie, rise, plie, rise, press, 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 plie, rise up, susu, détourne, tendu, back to first. Good, shake it out. So the most basic of our jumps is the saute. A saute is a jump that takes off and lands in the same position. So for example, if I'm in first position, I'm going to take off from first position, I'm going to jump in the air in first position, and I'm going to land in first position. Now, I'm a pretty heavy old dancer, but when you're learning dance, I know your teachers have said you want to land as quiet as possible. So if you're doing jumps, you don't want to be shaking the dishes and scaring the cat and have your parents wondering, what are you doing? You want to try to land gracefully. Bent knees, through the feet, landing as quiet as possible. All right, so that's our basic jump, the saute. Saute can be done in lots of positions. So I showed saute first position, but saute can also be done in second position. Saute can be done in fourth position. Saute can be done in fifth position. Saute can be done on one leg. Saute can be done with the leg high. So it's all about taking off and landing in the same position where you took off. Word about fifth position, which we'll get to in the next lesson. A common jump you'll see is when the fifth positions change legs. That is a jump called a changement. But when we're doing sautes in fifth, the fifth stays on the same leg, okay? So this is the first time where I'm going to do what's called marking a combination through. With gestures, I'm going to show you how the combination works, and then I will do it full out with you with music. The reason why is for me to do the combination 2 times through is a lot, so that's why I'm going to mark the first time, and then the second time we'll do it full out all together, okay? So to start the combination, we'll start in first position. We'll have 4 sautes in first position. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we'll have 4 sautes in second position. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we'll have 4 sautes in fourth position. Right foot front. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then our arms will come down and we'll have only 2 sautes in fifth position because we're going to use our second turn, the soutenu. How the soutenu works is the foot points out, the working foot points out, you PK onto it, cross the back leg in front, and so now we're in that détourné position. Right leg is the back leg, we're going to turn towards the right, so that will be on the other side. And then we repeat the combination to the left. So we have 4 sautés in first position, 3, 4. 4 sautés in second position, 3, 4. 4 sautés in fourth position, 3, 4. Then arms low, we have 2 sautés in fifth position, tendu, soutenu, and plie. Okay, let's try that with music. Here we go, first position, 1, 2, 3, 4, second, 2, 3, 4, fourth, 2, 3, 4, fifth, 2, soutenu, first, second, 2, 3, 4, fourth, 2, 3, 4, fifth, soutenu, let's go again, first, second, fourth, 2, soutenu, first, second, fourth, 2, and relax. Good. Definitely after jumps, you want to take a breath and stretch your calves. So this is the calf stretch that I'm doing, where I have my front leg in a lunge, and I'm trying to push my back leg straight, and I feel the stretch right here. You can also plie that back leg to get a deeper stretch. Good. Also shake your feet out, and make sure you get a drink of water. Now, as an added challenge, if you really want to build endurance, if you're thinking about high jumps, if you're thinking about pre-pointe, then I would suggest that you do this video twice today. All right, let's see. What should our fruit and color clue be today? I know I've done blue before, but the sky is really pretty blue outside. And I think one of my favorite fruits is mangoes. Yeah, so today's clue will be blue mangoes. All right, hope to see you soon. Stay safe.